Is we live?
What's poppin'? You know how we moving, man. Titans Colosseum in the building. Yeah, my two co-hosts, they don't need no introduction. Firestone Morocco and yours truly. Let's get it. Okay, now tighten up. It's a Coliseum. Fake people, you'll never see them. Everybody authentic, dog. You can join to it, just take a DM. Everybody in the city rocking, it don't take much to be loved. I scared the doctor on my last visit with that two-tone in my blood. We don't play around, we just hold it down. They scared to play us on our side of town. Say we going through a rebuild, but are we really going through it, man? Stacking up on our receiving core, I don't see a ball going through their hands. Creeping up on our division rivals, they gon' really think that we the boogeyman. F the Ravens and the Texans, Jaguars and the Coast too. Real talk, if anybody not rocking that two-tone blue, you can catch us on a podcast. We gon' keep it real, we gon' speak fast. Always live on game day, we like Mike Keith when he yell sack. Titans Colosseum. We be chillin' in the front row, it don't take much for you to go and see him. Titans Colosseum. Everybody authentic, dog. You can join to it, just take a deal.
You know what time it is. It's the Titans Colosseum Podcast. Tighten the fuck up. Let's go.
Tighten the fuck up. Hey, man. I'm ready to get this ball popping, man. It's Friday. God dang it, I got a job and I got shit to do, but I ain't got shit to do right now but do this damn podcast, man. Firestone, what's happening, my boy?
Man, finally some football action. I don't care if it was the Hall of Fame game last night. There was some football action. We got some football news. Man, it feels so good to finally not be scraping the bottom of the barrel just to put a podcast episode together, bro. It's so amazing.
Man,
Finally.
What you said. Hey, man, you see we got guests in the building. But before we get to them, man, shout out to Top Tier, Corey D, Jill, Redmond, Daniel, Julie, Johnny P, Q, D Majors in the house.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to everybody watching tonight. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. And like I said, man, fuck this, goddamn it. Y'all family, man.
We are.
Yeah, man. We ain't finna do that up over here, man. Y'all don't need no introduction, but god dang it, since your family, god dang it, we gonna give you a proper introduction, man. You can catch these two great gentlemen. I was going to say cute, but I ain't gonna go there.
Okay. We see where this episode
I just like how Firestone put the picture together.
All right, so we'll be logging off now.
Nah. Ain't none of that. I just like how he organized the picture. He got y'all down there all nice and neat and organized. Got Lee repping the balls and the Titans. Got you and your Titans a tie on game day. But enough of all that, man. Hey, y'all can check these great gentlemen out, our bros, over on the 615 podcast. Man, y'all give it up for Tyler King and Lee Hillis. What's poppin', gentlemen?
Living the dream, man. Living the dream. We appreciate a little last minute, but hey, you were able to get us on, so we're excited. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Q said where RJ at, man. RJ couldn't join us tonight. Had some last minute pop up, but he should be back Monday. But either way, I mean, we gonna get this motherfucking cracking tonight. God dang it, we got football. God dang it, that's all we needed. We needed some action.
We
got
had a game
plenty
last
of action.
even though it was the Texans, but still, we had.
Yeah.
It wasn't 4 quarters of football, but it was some football. You know what I mean? I was like, I've never seen so many people knock their damn out of game so much. But it was like at the third quarter, yeah, fuck it, we're done. We're just gonna call it. Bears win by 4. Have a good night, everybody. Like, what the hell?
Mr. Robinson, don't be uncomfortable, man. And trust me. God dang it. It ain't like that when I come around. God dang it. I'm bringing straight, you know what I'm saying, female to the party. I ain't finna be none of that, you know what I'm saying? Other shit. I mean,
See what you done did to yourself. Now
it's all good. It's Friday, god dang it. Hell, we in the building, man. We gonna shake this bitch tonight, man. Shout out to Running watching tonight, man. Hey, Lee, you ready to get this motherfucker on and cracking?
In the words of Jey Uso, yeet.
Yeet. Man, I can't wait for SummerSlam tomorrow, man. I'm hoping Roman come back, but hey, that's a whole nother discussion, man. Y'all make sure y'all holler at Wilson down at Music City Autoplex, man. Great line of vehicles. He a Titans fan, but most importantly, he's a guy that's looking to take care of you, get you in the car that's going to get you from point A to point Z. Not point A to point B. Nah, we ain't doing none of that around here with Wilson. Nah, Wilson gonna make sure you get from New York City to Hawaii in that car. God dang, he got some shit up out there that can get on the water. But y'all got to go holler at him to find out exactly what he got, man, down in Music City Autoplex. If you can't make it to the lot, you can most definitely go on the website. Hey, man, let's go ahead and talk about it. We ain't finna talk about Jeffrey Simmons right now. I mean, that's all news that are made of him and Buck. They done kissed it out or whatever.
Yeah.
But we gonna talk about D-Hop because some of our fellow fans, they kind of been overreacting to the news about him getting injured, which I'm not concerned about at all. As soon as I heard what went on, I was like, oh, okay, 4 to 6 weeks. Hell, that's the preseason right there. I mean, shoot. At worst, he'll miss game 1. Either way, it's D-Hop. And plus 2, if this were the regular season, I think D-Hop would try to play through this injury. Gonna start it off with you, Tyler. Your thoughts on the situation?
So, actually, me and Lee just, what was it, last night? We discussed this. Yeah. And to be honest with you, when I was like driving or something, and when he first sent me that, I thought it said the first 4 to 6 games of the year. So thank God it wasn't. So once I realized, and I called him right away because, like I said, I was driving, I didn't want to read. And he was like, no, it's just till the preseason. And I'm with you. I think I was more concerned when I obviously thought it was the first 4 to 6 games because my mind and what I told him directly went to, well, how does that change this wide receiver room battle if he was out, but obviously that's not the case. And I'm with you. I think, we saw him the day. Was it the day that the injury got announced or the day after? He looked fine to me at, practice catching balls. He was getting, he got into it with, a call that happened. He looked great to me. So.
Yeah.
Right.
And we saw that there on practice. Like you said, he did look good, but we was out there taking photos and videos, and something I noticed after going back over the photos and editing them was at the beginning of practice, D-Hop had nothing on his leg. After that battle he had with him and Snead, where Snead kind of locked him down that whole way, after that play, he disappeared for a little bit. He came back and he had a little bandage on his right knee, right underneath his knee, right on his calf. So I was like, okay. Then the next practice he came out, he had a little bit taped, a little bit more. Then it was like, okay, now we got a knee injury from D-Hop. So I think something might have happened there. And then it just got a little worse. And he's like, I already got my spot solidified. Other people are competing anyway. Go ahead, rest this, get ready for the regular season. Like Morocco said earlier, if this was something that was during regular season, I think you would play through it. But this is a time where, hey, go ahead, get this taken care of. Let it heal before the regular season. And we got a wide receiver core, which we ain't been able to say this in a while. We got a wide receiver core that D-Hop's out. I'm not concerned. We still got Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, Burks. So, and Chigakonko, Josh Wiley out here, Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears. So I'm not even worried about it. It don't make me no concern at all. So I'm just want him to get healthy and get regular for the season, because having him on the field is definitely more beneficial than not, but it's not too concerning for me at this point.
Yeah, man, for sure. And you brought up a good point about depth, because, this is what we've been talking about throughout the off season, man. The depth at wide receiver. Y'all remember last year, D-Hop, then, it was a significant drop-off. But now, we lose D-Hop, still got Calvin Ridley. We still got Tyler Boyd. We're looking for Treylon Burks to step up, in which, it's been all praises for Treylon Burks so far. So far, so good. He's come back in great shape. He's out there making plays. Lee, so let me ask you, how do you feel about Treylon Burks, and are you confident that he could step in and not so much replace D-Hop, but, hold it down until D-Hop comes back?
Well, the way I would put this for the preseason, because Callahan's already said, yes, we'll see starters. I would go Ridley in the spot where D-Hop would be. Go Burks at number 2 behind Ridley. And then Boyd in the slot. And do I feel comfortable with Burks? 100%. Because if you go back and look at his play shape last year to now, you see a completely different frame, a completely different build, a completely different mindset out of Treylon Burks this offseason.
How much weight has he put on? Do we know? Because he looks like he's out there almost looking like how AJ looked. Like he's looked big.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
Yeah,
but
you ain't the first one that said that neither, man. He looks bigger than AJ. Honest to God, he look like he about DK size right now.
Yeah.
So you just got to see he can stay on the field. But I agree with Lee. Definitely put Treylon in the 2, let Tyler hit the 3. I know Tyler's going to want to hit the 2. So, but hey, if you got Burks out there and you got Tyler Boyd out there, they can interchange at the 2 and 3. But I would agree that Tyler probably needs to be in that slot more, because he's just been so dominant at that position. You're so good at that position. Why would you then have D-Hop out of 1, Calvin in 1, and then you move a guy that's great in 3 to put in 2? That seems like you're creating more issues rather than putting a guy in a position that he succeeds. And we'll just figure out 2 right now, because Calvin can step up to 1, you handle 3. We'll just figure out 2 rather than trying to make you work in 2 and then somebody work in 3. So Treylon, step up. This is your time. This is some of the things we said. And we got some rookies that can come in here, step up. And we still got NWI. He's Mr. Reliable. He can show up and be 2 or 3 in there as well for us. He doesn't have to be the star. He just has to be the guy that gets open when everybody doubles Ridley.
Yeah.
So Burks is 6'2", 225.
See, a little bigger than that right now.
Too, but that's a solid 220.
I honestly think he probably sitting at about 230 right now, 230, 235. I would say closer to 235. I'm telling you, man, Treylon cut up right now.
There's a name that we could also throw in this receiver battle. A guy, and I've said this with Tyler, and I even said that I think I said this Monday night. The Mason Kinsey and NWI are like that X that won't go away.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up too, man.
Look good out there.
They are the longest tenured players on this roster.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
And
I just hope that I truly hope that Mason Kinsey can literally get his due, because I'm telling you, and we've talked about it, but I've always been his biggest fan. It blows my mind. And I don't think in the Vrabel offense, I don't think Kinsey was really a part of that because of just Vrabel's mindset and the way that offense was, and obviously the old Titans. But Mason Kinsey deserves a shot, and I think, I mean, he to me could end up being like a Wes Welker if the team would just let him. I know that's a stretch, but I have a lot of faith in him, and I hope that he actually like gets some yards this year.
I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone right here because my boy Michael, he brought this up. It's got to be a legit reason why Kinsey can't stay on the active roster. I mean, look when Kinsey got drafted. I mean, he got drafted at a time where I think we still had AJ Brown. That's when AJ Brown started, coming into his own. I think Corey Davis was here when we drafted Mason Kinsey. And most importantly, you have to remember that the Titans were a different football team when we drafted Mason Kinsey. The Titans were, run first. So, after that third wide receiver, hardly none of the receivers were seeing any time unless injury came about. But now is the time where I would expect to see, Mason Kinsey at least be active on game days. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many receivers they're gonna keep this season.
I think it's a little fault to like what Tyler said. It was a Vrabel system that he's not a blocking wide receiver, so he didn't get on the field a lot. He don't block, but in this Brian Callahan offense where we need quick, shifty guys that can get open real quick for us, like in slot situations or if we're running slants or, just to get those look. Mason Kinsey is exactly that. He's a Wes Welker type guy for you, Danny Amendola type. If you let him go out there and play that way, and in this system, it allows him to, where the Mike Vrabel system didn't have a slot position that was going to succeed like that.
Yeah, for sure. He's got to make some noise on special teams as well because he does have a guy in Jaquan Jackson. Yeah, and Traylon Burks. I mean, he's in the mix to be a returner too. So, I mean, it's a few guys that's, competing for their returner position.
And Callahan even stated if a wide receiver wants to make this team, they also have to be able to play special teams to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
And Corey mentioned Kyrus Jackson.
Yeah.
The second-year man out of Georgia.
Corey being biased. Don't pay Corey no mind.
No, but he might go here too.
Corey, no, I got to mess with him about that Georgia shit, man. But, I mean, it's a legit case, though, because before he went down, I mean, shoot, Kyrus Jackson, he was, he was producing.
That's fair. And just I just love the grit from Kinsey. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we put him back
like Will Levis.
And he trucks.
He's like Will Levis.
Do y'all remember when what game was it where he like caught a punt? He only like got like a 10-yard return on it, but he trucked some dude. Do y'all remember that game last year?
I think I do.
Yeah.
I believe I do.
Yeah, and he got up and was like, me and Lee have talked about it before, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just a big fan of him, I guess.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got plenty of reason to have faith in him. I mean, all these wide receivers, I really got faith in them for the simple fact that they each bring something different to the table, and they're all hard workers. I mean, they're greedy. I mean, they're dependable on most fronts. You got the Traylon Burks injury thing or whatnot, but even with that right there, you ain't got to worry about Burks not, Burks slacking when it comes to, actually putting in the work. And Jared Stillman brought this up this week as well when he was talking about the whole Jeffrey Simmons situation. He brought up a damn good point about Traylon Burks and Malik because those two have received a lot of criticism, but you've never heard them get in front of a camera, make excuses. You never seen them on social media crying about anything that's been said. All you have seen from those two is those guys' work. And honest to God, truth, I'm rooting for both of them, especially Malik, because Malik, this is the first time in his professional, really first time in his career period, where he's had coaches who actually know the ins and outs of the quarterback position and can give him the knowledge that he needs to go out there and develop properly.
And feel more comfortable. And I think in this system, this is like, I mean, you think when he played for Liberty, in this system, like he's going to feel more comfortable, I feel like, so.
Yeah, and don't forget, like I know he's talking wide receiver there too, Jaquan Jackson. We got him in the 6th round. He makes explosive plays too. If you put him out there in a slot position or out there to compete, he's going to make some plays too, and he's going to make it really tough on guys and in the special teams as well. That's what's so crazy. We didn't name 4 guys that can play in special teams and play in the 2 or play in the slot for us that can withstand this. And this would not have been the question last year at all whatsoever. One guy goes down, we're like, oh shit, what the hell are we about to do now?
Yeah, man. Hey, we got TA in the house, man. Y'all give it up for Titans Anderson, man. Hey, make sure y'all check him out on YouTube. Make sure you check him out on Twitter. He family too, man. A1 gonna keep it funky all the way through and through, and he gonna entertain your ass too, even if he pisses you off sometimes, because sometimes he gonna say something that you don't like, but either way, he's saying it out of love, and it's also entertainment too, fellas. So, hey, y'all make sure y'all go holler at Titans Anderson. And we got my guy running Steed in the building. Running, what's going on with you, fella? Hey, man, yeah, we got that panel here tonight, man. We got the 615 podcast crew in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out as well, because when Lee came in the room earlier, hey, Lee was ready to run through a brick wall. You see, he got his cut off Titan shirt on.
He got the cut off. He's ready to go.
Yeah, man. He looking. Hey, Lee, I ain't gonna lie. You looking like you ready to play right tackle, bro. you looking like you ready to go to the NPF.
I could. So, of course, we know that NPF came off the PUP list today.
Yeah.
True.
Yes.
And I put something funny on Twitter. And it said, Bertha, Olga, meet NPF.
Bad NPF. I mean, I don't think he's touched Bertha yet. I don't think he touched.
He hasn't.
Olga yet.
He hasn't.
So, I mean, good God alive, he's
in trouble.
He's gonna have his work cut out for him.
I mean, he showed a lot of promise with us. Like when he first came, he really did.
His rookie year.
And then his rookie year, but then it was kind of like people were kind of wishy-washy about him. So I think if he's like truly like healthy and all of that stuff, like I've always kind of been a fan of him a little bit, even though, I mean, our whole O-line last year was dog shit. Let's just be honest. I mean,
yeah, that's putting it nicely.
That's about as nice as I can put it. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I got faith in NPF. I mean, I don't have any reason not to have faith in him, because when he started his rookie season, I mean, he actually looked decent. But then you hit the rookie wall or whatnot, and then who we had coaching at the time or whatever. Yeah. And I'm not going to say Mike Vrabel. I'm going to say that guy who up there in New York, Keith Carter. Is he still with the Jets? I hope not, because I feel for Jets. I feel for Jets fans if he
especially after Rodgers last year. I hope not.
Yeah, man, Keith Carter. I mean, good God. I mean, that is the last dude that you want with a rookie that's going through a slump. And then everybody knows about the whole gambling situation with NPF or whatnot last season. But I mean, outside of that right there, I mean, I got faith in the dude. I mean, Bill Callahan, how can you not have faith in NPF?
I trusted him.
Oh yeah, for
bro,
sure.
because and that's what I've been trying to say too. Is like a lot of people on the have said like the right side's really the question. It's like MPF had a good year. He had that suspension the second year. He was trying to battle back injury. He's trying to get back into the mold of things and how things are going to be. We already seen that there's a bunch of flaws in how that Vrabel system was working. And as any coach and as you especially as a first time head coach, you got to learn. You're never going to do it perfect. You're going to do a bunch of things wrong. But now we got Bill Callahan, which I think if anybody's going to show and get NPF out or get out of NPF what we all thought we was going to get out of him out of his rookie year, it's going to be that guy, because I don't think it was just that rookie year and it's a bust situation. It's right tackle. I think he can solidify and play that position. He stays healthy and he goes against Bertha and Olga, and Bill Callahan has him out there working like JC's out there working, like Cushionberry's out there working. We're going to see, because that open practice showed, and I know they didn't have pads on, but that open practice showed that offensive line still got some work to do, because either that or our interior D line is wrecking shit, because it was hard for that interior O line to keep the D line from getting in Will Levis's face over and over again, whether it was DTs or if it was Kenneth Murray with the linebacker, or even Shane Ray from time to time.
Hey Lee, when Callahan was with the Browns, we had talked about this before a podcast one time, actually. Who was the offensive lineman that he like completely like revamped and made him basically like a solid player? Do you remember us talking about this?
Yeah, I do, and I don't remember the name. And if RJ was here, he would, because I know he was. Y'all had that whole conversation about it, and I can't remember what his name is now.
Yeah, because I know Lee. Do you remember Lee?
Not right off the top of my head.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, apparently he is a true like O-line guru. Apparently, like he's that's why like like I was never high on ratings, and apparently he is. I mean, you were there, Firestone. Did you see him in action?
Braden? No, I mean, nothing actually stood out. I kept seeing that interior line getting worked, but I didn't see nothing that actually stood out to me. But it was constantly Sweat's there. Oh, Simmons is there. Simmons knocking down the ball. Oh, that would have been a sack by Kenneth Murray. Oh, that would have been a sack by Shane Ray. It was constantly there. So it's hard to block them when they don't have pads. It's also early in practicing of these guys actually getting on the field together and actually going through steps and actually seeing how each other works.
And it's hot as shit outside right now.
Yes.
I mean, there's gonna be like
right. So there's still going to be a learning curve. I didn't expect them to go out there in the first week of practice be good. And so, but some people's like, oh, it's time to panic. And it's like, it's still the first week of practice
with no pads.
Yeah, let these guys get some time and get some coaching, get some teaching, get some time with each other. It'll get better. This is not what the team's going to be in week one, where regular season. I promise.
Yeah, man. Y'all brought up Kenneth Murray, man. I wanted to talk about him as well, man, because that is one guy that I heard a lot of talk about. I mean, from the moment we signed him, all I heard was, oh my God, this guy's dumb. He can't play linebacker in the NFL. I mean, he's just running around like a chicken with his head cut off. But then you got Denora Wilson talking about, well, it's been a lot of talk about the green dot, but we're giving Kenneth Murray the green light, in which that means, I mean, if you see something, go attack it. Don't worry about making no mistake. Just go do what you do. If there's a mistake, we're here for you. We'll correct it. And he also alluded to his leadership skills. I mean, he brought that up as well. Said Kenneth Murray is the guy out there, getting the guys in place. He's calling things out. So, I mean, I don't know, but seems like Kenneth Murray is a legitimate NFL linebacker. What you think about it, Firestone?
Bro, I called this shit. I kept telling everybody it was just the Chargers defense. Name a person in the Chargers defense that's done shit. Derwin James ain't done shit. Khalil Mack ain't done shit. Joey Bosa ain't. Nobody's done shit over there. They didn't coach or potential. Nope. Nobody. He is.
I would love to have Joey Bosa.
See, bro, Kenneth Murray is a game wrecker, bro. He sees ball, he's gonna hit ball. As long as other guys behind him will do what they're supposed to do. When you have a guy that runs loose that is, hey, see ball, hit ball, and then the other guys aren't doing their job, it does look like a guy's out there running with a chicken with his head cut off, because he's supposed to be able to run free and play freely. But now he's trying to help other people as well, so it looks more confusing. He can go out there and make plays, and man, he can make plays.
And it's like you kind of also, what you've said, see ball, hit ball. You've said that since day one before he ever stepped foot in a Titans uniform on this podcast. You've said that. And then I reiterated it because it is true. But apparently, I mean, you saw it, obviously. Apparently, maybe because we were all talking about Cedric Gray. And I think y'all are right. I think we're overusing this whole green dot word. We've all been on podcasts together talking about that before. But on kind of the flip side of that, as far as changing your opinion on the the question that we have posted right now, what's going on with Gray? Did you see him? Did he do anything? Is he doing? I haven't heard anything about him.
He's playing.
He's been radio silent.
I think the fact is that Murray is shining so well, and then Shane Ray came in and he started shining so well that a guy that is trying to pick up a pro offense and trying to get adjusted to the NFL is starting to fall back a little bit like a rookie should. That's not have to be forced into position, because he needs to learn the system and then get adjusted to the speed of things. But yeah, I think Kenneth Murray's doing so well and Shane Ray's doing so well in this defense right now that that's kind of stopped the green dot questions, and people worry because they realize that as long as everybody knows what they're doing on the field, knows what they're supposed to do, it doesn't give a damn about a green dot. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do. We're good. We're moving in units. D-line, make sure D-line's doing what they're supposed to do. Linebackers, make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. DBs, make sure DBs is doing what they're supposed to do, and everything works in uniform. And it did. It looked good out there on the practice field.
Yeah, man. I mean, that whole green dot situation, man. I mean, it just overblown. I mean, shit. I already knew what the green dot was, but I mean, this offseason was the first time that I've heard consistent talk about the green dot, and I wanted to say it, but I didn't say it for whatever reason. But I was just always thinking, why the hell is y'all talking about the damn green dot so much? Who gives a fuck who the green dot is, man? All it is the smartest motherfucker out there who can get the guys in place.
Which is probably Gibby if we're being real. But but hey, let me say this real quick. Me and Lee have talked about this on our pod before. At the end of the day, this linebacker position, if you really think of everybody we have, you got all of this, you've got all these moving parts. We have a lot of situational defensive players this year. What I mean by that is a lot of these players can be interchangeable as far as are we I mean, you can send just about any of them on a blitz if you want to. And these may also what we're going to do with Adams, which who knows the way we're going to use him, which it feels like I think I know how we are. But I mean, we're going to have it's going to be a revolving door of you're not going to see certain defensive players this year, I think, taking every single snap except for maybe Snead. I think that's what I mean by that. So what's y'all's take on that? Do y'all agree with me with that just the situational players and as far as snap count goes and stuff, it's going to be different this year?
Yeah, because I think we're going to be blitzing a lot more. So then when you have those types of things of blitzing, you got to give some guys some rest and give them some breaks. So, and like I said, we got a bunch of people that are interchangeable, and that means that we can put you in and take you out and nothing absolutely change. Y'all can still play the same exact style and almost at the same exact level for us. And that can be a gift and a curse at times, because then you don't have nobody that stands out. But a lot of teams that win deeper in the playoffs and usually go win in Super Bowls have depth as well, not just star players that stand out. You got to have guys that step up and can make plays when their numbers are called, not every single play, but when the time is to make a play, let's make a play. So I do see a bunch of guys getting interchanged out, especially Harold Landry this year. He might be a guy that doesn't have to take every single snap now as well, with us having formations where other linebackers come in and blitz, or even Jamal Adams come in and blitz. You can let a guy like Landry take a break and still feel the presence of like if Landry was on the field with the blitz packages.
Yeah, man. I think they got guys like Jamal Adams coming in to compensate for the depth, the lack of depth on the defensive line. I mean, I know we got Simmons and Sweat, and they've been making noise in practice. But
Joseph Day.
Joseph Day, I mean, he's gonna be a guy, but then the edge rushers, dude. We are so thin at that position there. You got Arden Key, possible 6-game suspension for PEDs, in which he's appealing it. I mean, it's under review right now. Hope for the best with that situation right now. Right. But either way, we've been talking about this all season long. Like, we need somebody else at that edge rusher position. I mean, guys like the Lawson boys, they're out there. I mean, you got Ngakwe still up out there. I mean, you got a couple of guys that could possibly come in and help this edge rushing situation, because I mean, honestly, outside of Harold Landry, it's not good.
Bro, that's where I think the Kenneth Murray steps in, the Shane Ray steps in, the Jamal Adams steps in, and let's not forget, like, we got Harold, that guy from Michigan. He's an edge, and he can play well too. He's a good cleanup guy.
Jalen Harold.
If Sweat and Simmons is getting pressure, you need a guy that kind of is back there, that if the pressure don't work and somebody gets a move around, that guy plays cleanup, and that's Harold. That's exactly what he does right there. And we got the guy from Miami, Williams. He was safety. They're moving him to linebacker, but it sounds like what they're wanting to do with him is what so many teams have said that is going to be ideal to do for Jamal Adams. So why not have Jamal Adams kind of coach him up a little bit? Then you let James Williams be the hybrid that you want him to be between linebacker and safety, because he's fucking 6'4", bro. Why the fuck not?
We've said it. I've said it 100 times with that guy. Go ahead. Are you going to say it, Lee? You want to say it for me?
It's about Ray Lewis.
No, Keith Bullock.
It's like putting Keith Bullock at safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, if he could pick that stuff up and be mentored from somebody like Jamal Adams, that's like, hey, this is how you blitz, or when you blitz, has been one of the best DB blitzers, and then learn the linebacker position, how he needs to be in this Denard system. Like, and that's how he kind of played in Miami anyways. You saw him a bunch of times. Like, he's a safety, but he's sitting there shoulder to shoulder with the damn linebacker. So I can see that being a role in position too, of why I think Jamal Adams signing is so well. Is also, what does that say?
Kept thinking. Did you see me play? Hold on.
Man, ain't no telling. We ain't even trying to do that tonight.
Okay. All right.
Always come in here trolling, trying to say things, and says he's not a Titan.
Yeah,
he's here. Last show, he was here before the show even started. He was here 2 hours early.
Yeah, 2 hours early, man. But like I said, we didn't do all that tonight.
Remember how that show started? Locked up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Locked up. They won't let me out. No. But we can't say that right now, because one of our guys one of our guys trying to get some bond money right now, man.
I don't know what's going on with the Arden Key situation. It seems weird. It's like, so he's appealing it, or was it the NFL that decided to look into it? Because I think y'all touched on it when y'all actually on your last podcast too. The thing that's like, I think the NFL needs to work on is, I mean, you got protein shakes out there that me or you could go pick up, and you just like, what is the?
You don't know what's in there.
Yeah, and I know, like, we can all say, like, as professionals, we should know, but I mean, at the end of the day, we are all, I don't know.
For me on this, the thing for me is the learning case in this situation is Taylor Lewan. Taylor Lewan had this situation years ago, and all of the NFL players should have learned from that situation from the get-go. When that happened, and he said, I brought some protein powder, I brought it into the trainers. Trainers told me we was good. We read the ingredients. It didn't show up on the ingredients yet. I still pissed off for it because it's in there and they didn't label it. That moment right there should have told people, like, hey, I am a player. NFL is going to piss test me. I got to take that extra mile, a step of actually testing it myself. However that procedure needs to go. You got players to spend millions of dollars on all this other science stuff for injury recovery and injury prevention and all this other stuff. Go test that stuff. I know it's aggravating and it shouldn't be some of the things that they have listed for the performance enhancement drugs, but it's what you have to do if you know that you want to stay on the field to not take those necessary risks. And that Taylor Lewan case should have been a learning example for everybody because they didn't give a damn. He's like, I checked with trainers. Trainers like, you checked. We told them. NFL didn't give a damn. You're still wrong. They don't care if your pharmacy messes up or anything like that. You still took it. You still pissed hot. Do better next time. So take all the prevention that you can.
I agree with that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know the Arden Key situation all the way. I know Autry is saying that, he didn't knowingly take anything. But either way, like I said, these guys, they got to monitor what goes in their body. Just because the team says it's good, you need to go back and get a second opinion on it. You need to go back and get a third opinion on it. Get a fourth opinion on it. I mean, shit, check with however many people you need to check with and make sure that what you're putting in your body is legit.
Put
Absolutely.
that thing through a drug test like they use it like the airport.
Bro, they got the things up there in the facility, and if not, that you can go get it tested, and you can then stick to that brand every time. This works, and I know it's safe. I'm good. This is where I'm at. And then before you go changing anything new, I got to get it tested to make sure I know that everything they say is in here, and there isn't anything more in here.
Yeah, just like Mr. Robinson said. I mean, yeah, man. I mean, you gotta make sure that you straight when you go and put these formulas inside your body, man. I mean,
And like Mr. Robinson said, you losing game checks for cream. Like, like how much did that lose you now? 6 game suspension? How much are you going to lose in 6 games over not testing a supplement before you use it, or a cream, or whatever it may be?
It's going to hurt the team,
Too. Yeah. And it's, bro, you just got to test it. You got to dot your I's and cross your T's. You just have to. It's annoying, but you have to.
Your homework.
Yeah. I mean, the FDA, I don't even think they monitor that stuff, honestly. I mean, they really don't even test that stuff. So, I mean, yeah, man, these players, they gotta do better when it comes to getting this stuff checked out. But shoot, I think that's everything for tonight, fellas. It's a pretty short show, but hey, man, damn great show tonight, man. We appreciate everybody that tuned in with us, even opposing fans. We gotta give our opposing fans some love. But I mean, like I said, shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about it. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the third.
Do we give one that said just to be good sports? Do we drop one on the soundboard for him just because we did?
Nah, he ain't getting all that recognition. Hey, I tell you what, use the soundboard for Tyler and Lee, because they the fam. They deserve the do all that good stuff or whatever. So man, y'all make sure y'all go turn them up on the 615 podcast, man, because they got some dope ass content lined up for y'all this year, man. I mean, everybody's hyped for the season, man. I mean, the Titans are gonna be airing the football out, and we're gonna be looking to win more than 6 football games.
Yeah, that is true.
Absolutely.
So
man,
man.
Tell them everywhere they can find y'all at, when y'all shows are, all that, man. Promo.
Go ahead, Lee.
So shows are, as of right now, Monday nights, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central on YouTube, over at the 615 podcast here on YouTube, or over on YouTube. You can find the audio of the podcast mostly on Spotify, but you can find it anywhere you get your podcast at. You can also go follow us on X at Podcast 615, which we just crossed the 1K mark.
As we were on this podcast, actually.
Soundboard time 5 stone. Yes, sir. There we go.
We're pushing for 300 on Instagram. Go over to Instagram at the _615 podcast. We're pushing for 300 by August 15th. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. You can catch them, like I said, on Twitter. They got the YouTube thing popping. I mean, shoot, man, they out here just like us, man. I mean, shoot, man.
We grind it.
Hey, we
grind
love each other, man. That's why I love it. I love the community, man. I was talking to Lee about that. I was like, all these podcasts, we'll help out each other. Like, yeah, that's the way we do it.
Yeah, man, we got to help each other, and y'all just got a sub from an official one of our day ones running, man. He shows much support. So, I mean, y'all got a legitimate dude rocking with y'all.
We've got a couple of big shows coming up over the next couple of weeks. Monday night, we've got Matt Rogers on the pod Monday night.
Okay.
And then Brad Steele, if you've seen him on and around YouTube, the dude's hilarious. And he'll be on the podcast on the 12th.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. Y'all got, like I said, man, y'all got some great content lined up. I'm looking forward to it. I know everybody else is looking forward to it. We got some dope ass content lined up ourselves. If you haven't went and checked out the open practice at Nissan Stadium video on YouTube, make sure you go check it out. Leonard Firestone, he did his damn thing out there Saturday, man, with that camera, man. I mean, shoot, man, that camera, I feel like that camera paid for itself.
Oh, yeah, bro, I definitely did. Like I said, man, the video's on YouTube for y'all to go check out. And then if you're not following us on Facebook, make sure to follow us on Facebook as well. There's pictures from the practice up there. There's probably about 70-something pictures up there for y'all for practice. We got them all zoomed in, nice close. You can check. There's some that is, play-by-play, scene-by-scene pictures we took for play, so you can see them broke down that way as well. So if you're not with us on Facebook, make sure you check us up on Facebook as well.
And speaking of practice, I'll be at training camp August 15th. So if y'all there, come find me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Y'all pull up on Lee, man.
I'll be at the game August 17th with Seattle.
That's what's up. Hey, Lee, but, man, you can't be out there trying to tackle the fans. You can't be up out there trying to pancake them or whatever, man. You got to know when to turn it on and turn it off, man. You can't be running up on the fans like Jeff did on Buck Rising, man. You can't do that, man. You can't turn up like that, Lee. You gotta keep it calm, man. You gotta save it for the field, Lee.
Yeah, don't channel that inner Jeffrey Simmons, okay? Don't
man.
Don't be going after media members.
You talked about me on social media.
Love it. This is great.
It's great we can laugh at this situation right now, man. But hey, y'all make sure y'all go holler at Wilson down in Music City Autoplex. And don't come down there with that Jeffrey Simmons type of energy, because he's a great guy. He gonna take good care of you. You ain't gotta worry about, him selling you a limit. I mean, he ain't one of them dudes, man. He in it for the right reason. He in it to take care of the people. So go down there to Music City Autoplex. Tell them that you came from the Titans Colosseum. Wilson gonna take good care of you. If you can't make it down there, go on the website and give them a call. They number right there. So, hey, give them a call. And, man, they going to make magic happen for you, man. But I'm ready to get my weekend started. I'm ready for
the NFL Top 100 came out. The number one player was just announced.
Let me guess.
Go ahead and guess.
Pat Mahomes?
No.
I'm going to say Lamar Jackson.
Nope. It's not a quarterback.
One more guess, Christian McCaffrey.
Nope.
The fuck? It's not what?
Who is it?
Tyreek.
What?
Tyreek Hill.
He paid
is
for
the
that.
number one player in the top
Tyreek
100.
Hill. Tyreek Hill was number one. The Tennessee Titans stopped.
Hey, Q, nah, they
Lamar.
ain't no peas down there, Q.
Lamar was number 2.
Pull that down.
They ain't no peas down there, Q, man. They gonna take good care of you.
Top 10. Tyreek went 1. Lamar was number 2.
Close.
CMC was 3.
Mm.
Mahomes was 4.
Mm.
That's shocking.
Myles
Yeah.
Garrett was number 5.
You telling me the guy that can't make a playoff run is better than the guy that's won 3 Super Bowls? Get the fuck out of here.
Chris Jones.
This guy got
Chris
same
Jones.
MVP.
I'm saying, Mr. Robinson, no Patty. I mean, god dang, I could understand CMC number 1. I could understand Lamar number 1, but freaking Tyreek Hill, and he had a damn
Chris
good
Jones
year.
was number 6. Chris
Wow.
Jones was number 6. Trent Williams was number 7. TJ Watt at 8. Travis Kelce was number 9. And Mad Max Crosby was number 10.
I would be curious to know, like, what is their criteria for deciding this?
Players voting players.
Man, I think it's a big popularity contest. It's got to
I'm surprised
be.
Mahomes was not number 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that was
Everybody hates Mahomes in my mind.
and Lamar being over Mahomes in that, I
I
don't
was
get that.
thinking,
I'm with you.
but
too,
Tyreek being number 1.
Yeah, that's head scratching right there, man. Shout out to Logan Moore, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go holler at Logan at them tailgates, man, because I'm telling you, man, Logan and his crew, man, look, man, they lit. That's all you need to know. They lit. And you go hang out with them on game day, you're going to want to hang out with them every single game day. But yeah, man, I don't understand that top 100 shit. Hell, outside of it being a popularity contest, I honestly don't even pay it no mind or whatever, because I mean, all it is, you know, an opportunity for fans to gloat about their players and, you know, put rival players down. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. I mean,
And then,
I
of
give a
course,
fuck about
Simmons is
Titans.
73. I'll take that.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, man, I give a fuck about my players being productive, and I give a fuck about, you know, the players that they got to see
Just want to win
in the season. Yeah, I just want to win. That's all I care about, man. I mean,
like, I just want to win. I don't give a shit about numbers.
In the words of Al Davis.
just win, baby.
In the words of Al Davis, just win, baby.
Bruh,
Yeah.
and Mr. Robinson brought this up, and I wanted to ask y'all too about this. I don't know if y'all saw it, but he said, man, they about to three-peat. I don't know if the Chiefs are going to three-peat. Did y'all see that clip of Xavier Worthy
Yeah.
trying to get pressed off the line at Chiefs practice yesterday? Oh, bro, they swing him around like a rag doll. The DB hit him, and then he went flying a little bit. Then the linebacker hit him. He just went flying straight to the ground. Just gone, bro. Just done for. Hold on. I'll show it on camera so y'all can see.
Xavier Worthy is weak.
Bro, he's like 175. Like, you realize to come into the compound and we measure your weight, you bench press 225. You're not even the combine minimum to see how strong people are. You don't think they're going to throw you around in the NFL? You gotta
Like a beat up dog.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude is small, man, but I can't sit up there and lie
And
like
of course,
I didn't want the Titans to get him.
All right, here. Let me see if it'll show on here. All right, let's see.
oh yeah, but
there we go.
Focus, there we go.
Oh God.
Hey, man.
One more time for you.
That look like when Debo knocked out Red.
Where are you going?
Right, like you're right. You got
My pipe now, Paul.
So
That's exactly what that looked like.
You don't
man.
think And that's remember, Chiefs don't got Snead no more. So what happens when Snead's out here? And realize too, Xavier Worthy's not your number one, so that's not even the number one DB doing that to you neither. So how many other NFL teams are going to be able to do that to that guy? I mean, if I'm like, bro, now.
That was insane.
Yeah.
Lit.
Lit up. Hey man, that man right there, he needs some buttermilk and cornbread. Fuck some milk. Get that man buttermilk, cornbread, throw some black eyed peas over in there. God dang it. Make that motherfucker a big ass pan of fried chicken. I mean, they gotta get some weight on this guy, man. He can't be out there getting tossed around like that.
After seeing that, he needs some orange slices like
a ragdoll
games.
Man.
I know never mind. I ain't gonna make that joke. Never mind.
I'm gonna make a joke, goddammit. Hey, that man right there, he need to go hang out with Nico Archer and Arden Key. Goddamn, get on they plan. God dang it.
We're saying nobody needs PED, but that motherfucker might need some PED.
Yeah, man. I mean, hell, go hang out. I mean, shit, go hang out with your boy Sweat. You ain't got to go that route, man. Go hang out with Sweat. Go hang out with Byron Murphy, man. I mean, go hang out with your bigs from Texas, man. But you gotta put some meat on them bones, man. You can't be out here, goddamn, letting dudes take your soul like that.
Bro, it's so bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
Can we just get a quick shout out to Tavondre Sweat?
Yeah,
because he bought his mom a house.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That was dope. That was so dope, man. He definitely got his head in the right place, man. Y'all seen, when everybody else does the drill,
he does it twice. Like Worthy.
Yeah, he needs to, man. Look, man.
Yeah, no, bro. Like what you said, that on the defensive line, defensive line, when everybody's doing ones on the drill, Sweat's doing twice. He's going twice on those drills. Everybody's going once. So, bro, that shows you a guy that really wants it. And a lot of people's like, out of shape. Is his conditioning going to be good? This and that.
You're showing discipline.
Man, that dude look like he in good shape. He just a big dude. That's just who he is. He's a freaking monster up out there.
He's big bone. He's big bone.
Bro, we saw them out there next to Jeffrey Simmons, and if Jeffrey stands behind Sweat, you don't see Jeffrey Simmons, bro. He's gone. He disappears completely. Sweat is
no more Big Jeff. No more Big Jeff.
No.
Bro. He's just Jeff standing beside Sweat.
Well, no, Lee sent me a picture of Sweat yesterday, and honestly, and I've actually heard some of the national media actually talking about this too, or not national, but like local media and stuff. Teams might have to honestly like double him over Jeff potentially.
Yeah. Really?
How
for real.
Much of a brute he is. I didn't realize until Lee sent me the dude he's a house.
Bro, the guys we have out there at interior line outside of Jeffrey Simmons, Simmons. I don't know why the hell I keep doing that. Jeffrey Simmons. I know Simmons for whatever reason.
You're talking about the Olympics.
Yeah.
you ready to go watch the Olympics, man? I don't blame you.
But next to Jeffrey Simmons, the other two guys like Sweat and 91, bro, those dudes are massive. They're big. They can handle DT by himself, and you can let Simmons do the Aaron Donald thing. And hey, go out there to the end. Go out there. We're gonna run our 3-4, but technically you're the other side of the end. So hey, Arden Key ain't gonna be here for 6 games. Let Simmons be out there as technically that end. But then you also got linebackers out there ready to come for him, and they can guess and figure out who's coming and who's not. Because the way those other guys look next to Simmons now, it's not Big Jeff no more. Those dudes are massive out there.
Nah, yeah, I agree with him, man.
Big Sweat.
Go ahead, Lee.
As I was saying, as we were saying, it's no longer Big Jeff. It's Big Sweat.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I agree with you there, man. Gave y'all a little bit of bonus content, man. But hey, man, it's been dope rocking with y'all tonight, man. Make sure y'all go and holler at my guys at the 615 Podcast, man. Y'all already done got 2 dope ass people that's sub to y'all and Corey and running. Hey, man, y'all follow the lead, man. Go get them guys a sub, man. Go get them guys some likes. Share they shit, man. Share they shit like y'all share our shit. Have a blessed weekend and turn the fuck up.